be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John.
Glory to you, Lord.
On the first day of the week, Mary of Magdala came to the tomb early in the morning while it was still dark, and saw the stone removed from the tomb. So she ran and went to Simon Peter and to the other disciple whom Jesus loved, and told them, "They have taken the Lord from the tomb, and we don't know where they put him." So Peter and the other disciple went out and came to the tomb. They both ran, but the other disciple ran faster than Peter and arrived at the tomb first. He bent down and saw the burial cloths there, but did not go in. When Simon Peter arrived after him, he went into the tomb and saw the burial cloths there, and the cloth that had covered his head, not with the burial cloths, but rolled up in a separate place. Then the other disciple also went in, and the one who had arrived at the tomb first, and he saw and believed. But they did not yet understand the scripture that Jesus had to rise from the dead. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
One of the great early chancellor proclamations, you might say, especially from the Eastern Church, is Christ is risen. Christ is risen indeed. So when I say Christ is risen, if you would please say Christ is risen indeed. Christ is risen.
Christ is risen indeed.
Thank you. Very beautiful saying. In fact, last evening I was over at some friends celebrating a birthday party before we went to the Easter Vigil over at St. Louis University College Church, which always has a beautiful liturgy. I had no place to go for celebrating, because most Catholics, unless they're in the parish situation like you are with St. Joseph's and Marian, are doing the celebration themselves. And it's a wonderful way for us to hear that beautiful proclamation from the early church. So please remember it for the future. Is what we celebrate today a matter of the head or the heart? A matter of the head or the heart? In the face of the battlement and trauma of seeing their teacher and friend crucified, the disciples experienced something that changed them forever. It was something that brought them from grief to joy, as we are here this morning, from despair to faith. And the only way they could talk about it was to preach the good news that God had raised Jesus and they had encountered him alive. And that's not only what we remember today, but through our Lenten season and our own experience of the Paschal mystery, death that brings life, we know it's true. This was not merely a head thing, nor was it ultimately about convincing. It was and is ultimately about the heart, our hearts. But by that, I don't mean mere emotion. When the Bible speaks about the heart, it means the center of the person. The center of the person. The mind, our intellects, our emotions, our will. The integration of our entire being. The heart is the center of who we are. Peter and the other disciple ran to the tomb. Elsewhere in John's Gospel, this other disciple is called the beloved disciple. Remember, the Gospel reading was from John. He's indirectly talking about himself. But we are each actually the other disciple. We are the beloved through our baptism. And Jesus never forgets us. He never lets us down. He's always there for us. We are the beloved disciple. Although we traditionally consider John to be the beloved disciple, John's Gospel never identifies him. Some have suggested that John doesn't name this disciple because he wants each one of us to identify with him. He wants each of us to see ourselves as the beloved. In any case, this other disciple gets to the tomb first. It is because he's younger, we ask that question, or it's because he's beloved. Love gets there first. Love runs. Just think of ourselves today as we will be gathering not only here at this liturgy, but also with family members and friends, I'm sure. We run to get there. We are excited about seeing people, especially on this great feast day of Easter. We love them, and we do whatever we can to be with them. Jesus went to his death believing in the Father's love. He brought God's love and mercy to the cross, into sin and death, in order to overcome them. God raised Jesus from the dead and will raise us up too with him, not just at the end of our lives, but in every situation that we encounter in our lives, in good times and in difficult times. God is there through Jesus, one of us, a human being yet the Son of God, who's there to show empathy, compassion, love, and mercy. The apostles went to their deaths witnessing to this message that Jesus will raise us up with him. Why? Not for a proposition or an argument about did he rise from the dead, but for a person, a fellow human being yet God, for the love we encountered that freed them. That love is love alive for us now, my friends, and we celebrate that today with all of our heart and with everything that includes. So I wish you all a very happy and peaceful Easter. Not that it will be perfect, none of us are without struggles at times in our lives, but the promise of hope, love, and mercy that Jesus extends to us every day as his disciples.